Red Pill people, it's story time today, and maybe a bit of a cautionary tale to motivate you to stay out of the medical matrix. I had a patient come in to me to talk about recovering after she had double pneumonia, double ear infections, conjunctivitis, a sinus infection, and a bladder infection, all at the same time. And I want to point out a couple of things about this story. First of all, I really wish she'd had tools in her toolbox to deal with this infection early on, or given me a call early on in this infection so it didn't get out from under her and run away like a freight train. Second, this patient landed in urgent care, and her experience to me was rather horrifying. So first of all, she went into urgent care, and the practitioner there, he is a pain management specialist, which is fine. That's not a bad choice for someone to be in urgent care. But he proceeded during her visit to hand her several business cards for his pain management practice and told her to refer her friends into him. That's completely inappropriate for a practitioner to do when someone comes to urgent care and is in a very vulnerable position like she was in. The other part of that visit that I found especially troubling was the prescription she was giving, partially. So she was given a prescription for codeine cough syrup, which maybe is fine. However, my patient has a documented allergy to codeine, so yikes. Second prescription was for an antibiotic, completely appropriate. Third prescription was for prednisone, which generally wouldn't be problematic, but for this patient, huge issue. So this patient is bipolar. So if a person is bipolar, they really shouldn't take prednisone because prednisone can trigger a manic episode. This particular patient was hospitalized less than 2 years ago for a manic episode, and she felt so bad that she didn't recognize that the prednisone could trigger a manic episode for her. Thank God the pharmacist caught it and told her to not take that prescription. Stories like these are why I want to keep you out of the medical matrix and out of the sick care system as much as possible. I want to teach you to those tools so you can handle those infections early enough to where you don't have to seek care. If you do have to seek higher care, I want you to be empowered enough to know what to expect when you go in there and to know when to say yes and when to say no to what their treatment plan is. I'm also really interested to hear if you have any similar horror stories when you had to seek urgent or acute care. Put them in the comments. I'd be happy to read them.